All right, next up is from Del Tice, and sorry if I mispronounced your last name there, but your question is, I enjoy shooting BBs. Not a lot is said or available. What frames or bands would you recommend, and any shooting tips? All right, so we actually talk a lot about shooting BBs. We always have. One of my good friends and one of the best slingshot shooters I know developed his skill from shooting BBs early in the game. Shooting BBs really gives you the ability to dial in your form and technique. Shooting BBs does not require heavy bands. It's a very small projectile, so you can really feel what's going on inside the shot. Shooting heavier bands with heavier projectiles can often hide your flaws because you've got the tension of the bands and you're not able to feel the nuance, the change, the way the bands and the pouch and the projectile are being manipulated in your hand. So shooting BBs is very valuable for developing good technique. If you can shoot BBs well, you will be able to shoot larger ammo well. Now, coming back around to your question, which bands and frames? Any frame can be a BB shooting slingshot. It does not, I'll repeat, it does not have to be a small slingshot. It is very novel for it to be a small slingshot because it's a very small projectile. But you can band up any slingshot with the appropriate bands for shooting BBs. We sell some bands that are great for BBs. You can make your own. The key is to take your time to really focus on good, consistent accuracy. Shoot at paper with BBs. BBs are really small. They're hard to see in flight. And with lightweight bands, you can get pretty dang good velocity, so fast that you really can't see it in flight. Therefore, you don't have that feedback loop to tell you where your shot is until it hits. So if you're shooting at a can and you're missing the can, you have no clue how far off you're missing the can. So if you really want to get the most out of BBs, practice on paper, shoot for good groups on paper, and be consistent. So, full circle there. Any slingshot's going to do it. Put the right bands on there and really focus on your technique. Thanks for that question.